This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience.
Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Isabelle from Isabelle's Style. Let me show you the lady. This is this wonderful lady, YouTuber. I will be reacting and analyzing a video that she just posted about the pros of Chanel price increases. And I will of course post a link to Isabelle's channel and video in the description box underneath this video. So please do go check out Isabelle's YouTube channel and go watch Isabelle's video on this subject. Okay, thank you, Isabelle. Lovely lady, and a lovely Chanel bag, by the way. But okay, so before we get to all the details, thumb up this video, enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push that subscription button. Next to it, you can even push the join button, become a member today, and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob, all spelled together there as well, for extra perks. And thank you to all my members and patrons who have already pledged. You guys make this a bunker twirl around the world. Thank you guys so much for that. And this video is being filmed live in front of a virtual audience. I would like to thank all my co-chatters who are with me here. If you wish to partake in the Fashion Bunker sessions, we film live every Saturday. And everybody's invited to join the party. So guys, are you ready for this? We're going to talk about this very interesting topic because YouTube suggested this video to me the other day, and I thought, what an interesting and fascinating title. So Isabelle really kind of, I don't know, I want to say she really struck a chord with me with that topic, because the topic of her video is the pros of a Chanel price increase. And, you know, we always think about all the negative sides of a Chanel price increase. We always think how angry it makes us, how frustrated it makes us, how it makes us anxious, how it activates the FOMO, because sales associates are clever. You know, they mention the price increase, you know, they're told by management, okay, to leak the information about an upcoming price increase. So they kind of warn their good clients and they say, hey, in a week or 10 days, there will be a price increase. My sales associate warned me a week before the price increase happened. I laughed in her face and I said, oh no, you can't play these games with me. Been there, done that. I have the classics that I want. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about your price increase. I don't want to know how much the bag's going to cost. I'll come to you when I want a specific bag, and then we can talk about price. Don't you come to me and try to play those games about, hey, I'm not allowed to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. There's going to be a price increase in a week. Oh, really? So you want me to buy half a store now? Because that's what you want to do. That's the whole trick. Anyway, but this is not what the video is about, right? Isabelle's style is about Isabelle's Style's video is about the pros. So I wrote down some notes here, and let's go through the points that she touches base on. I have written down all the points that she touches base on. But as I said, please do go to her channel and watch the video as well. Link is underneath my video here. So she mentions one thing. She says, it's part of being a luxury buyer. It's part of being a luxury buyer and of the game, becoming hysterical around price increases, right? You know, when price increases get announced, when they're just about to hit. So she almost kind of says it in a way as if it's normal. It's a part of the game. Now, I do agree that price increases are a part of the luxury game, but I don't think it should be the norm. You see, this is where I say something else. I say it should not be normal. And I think the brands are getting us used to it being normal. And the influencers on Instagram are getting us used to it being normal, but it shouldn't be normal. So then she mentions a Korean saying, a saying from Korea that says something like, if you can't beat it, just enjoy it. Or as we say, join it. If you can't beat him, join him. But she says enjoy. She doesn't use the word join it. She says enjoy it. If you can't beat it, enjoy it. Go with the flow, in other terms. So in a way, she says, if you can't prevent the price increase, then just go with the flow. Don't let it get to you. The second point, she says, the shopping experience in the boutiques is just better and more relaxed as opposed to the experience in the shopping boutiques right after the price increase has been announced, because there's this frenzy, which is true. And sometimes, in particular with Chanel this time around, the huge mistake that was made was that the sales associates were allowed to announce it to their clients, like, hey, in a week there's going to be a price increase, but they announced it on the first day of sales. So, and this is such genius, manipulative mastermind from Chanel. Why am I saying this? Because to the mind that they are manipulating, what they are doing to you is saying, hey, we got sales right now. The shoes are 40% off. The clothing is 40% off from a year ago, right? The costume jewelry from a year ago is 40% off. So you're already in the mindset of sales. And the first day of sales, your sales associate tells you, hey, there's going to be a price increase in the classic bags in a week. So now you're in a double sales mode, because now you're starting to think, you're rewired to think, oh, so the full prices of these bags today is actually the reduced price because they're going to cost 15% more next week. So you're going to start thinking that the bags are on sale as well, because they're going to cost $1,000 more next week. So it's as if they were on sale now together with the other things that are on sale. Except, no, that's a mistake, boo-boo. They're not on sale. They're already $3,000-$4,000 more expensive than they used to be a couple of years ago. So they're not on sale. They're actually increased in price. But you see the manipulation game going on there. You're led to believe that they are reduced. It's almost as if it's a sale. Great. One reason more to buy them, plus the FOMO, another reason to buy them, plus the dreaded, the silliest justification we have for buying these classic bags is investment. Investment piece, FOMO. It almost sounds as if they're reduced because now it's sale time and they're going to cost money. So these three factors together, and you're doomed. If you have a weaker personality, you're doomed to purchase one of those frickin' bags. While Chanel just cleans up their stock rooms of the bags that were hanging around for a longer time. They couldn't get rid of them. Now they get rid of them, make room for the new stuff. Clever of Chanel. So, but this is the interesting thing at point 2 of Isabelle's Style's point that she makes. She says the shopping experience in the boutiques is just better and more relaxed after a price increase, as opposed to the period when the price increase is announced. There's this whole frenzy in the boutique. Plus, during the sales season, now it's even double frenzy. People are already buying stuff in a frenzy because it's sales, and they're rushing, they're flocking to the stores to buy these bags. Now, there's a counterpoint to this that I have, not countering what Isabelle is saying, but countering the theories that a lot of people have out there. I often encounter in my comments under my videos people telling me, Dacob, but you know, Chanel is increasing the prices. Why? And a lot of people think that they're increasing their prices because they just want the 1% of the hyper rich to be able to afford these bags. They don't want everybody to buy these bags. There's everybody always telling me Chanel doesn't want people to buy these, but Chanel wants only the rich to buy these bags. And I'm telling you, no, this is not true. Chanel wants everybody to buy their bags. And where's my proof? The proof is simple. The proof that luxury brands sell and cater to everyone and not just to the 1% of the rich is that every time they announce a price increase, the boutiques are flooded with people. Trust you me, the 1% of the hyper rich do not care for a price increase. They're not going to flock to the boutiques to buy the bags when they hear that there's going to be $1,000 pricing. They don't care. So, and you see the proof that this is not just for there's masses of people flocking to the boutiques to buy these bags. With every price increase, it's the same story. It's not like they've outpriced themselves out of the market and now nobody wants these bags anymore. No, because every time a price increase is announced, by the time it's announced, we've gotten used to the new price. So the new price doesn't seem as big anymore. And all of a sudden, somebody finds the money to buy them. Ton of people do. They're frantically rushing to buy these freaking bags en masse. But the masses, you see, if the masses can afford these bags, that means that Chanel is catering to the masses. Because otherwise, even with a price increase announcement, the boutiques wouldn't be flooded with people. Because if we go by the theory that Chanel wants to only sell to rich people, there are not that many rich people that are so desperate for these bags that also fear a price increase. The rich people don't care. They're going to buy a bag when they need it for a special occasion, for something that they want it for. They're not going to buy it because they're hyperventilating at the idea of something costing $1,000 more. Well, in another 10 months, guess what? There's going to be another price increase. And the people that have bought the bag now and are thinking, oh my God, yay. Well, in another 10 months, they're going to buy it again because another price increase will be announced. So it's a mind manipulation and all the masses fall for it. So it's not just for the rich. Chanel doesn't cater just to the rich. They want the money of everybody. They're not stupid. They don't want the money. They don't want the money of just the rich. The 1% of the rich could not sustain a brand as huge as Chanel. Chanel needs the money of all of us to keep afloat. The third point, Isabelle states, is stores have a lot more stock after the price increase. Now, Isabelle, I got to tell you something, girl. You are correct, partially. So Isabelle says it's more comfortable. There's less frenzy after the price increase is done. You enter the store, it's more empty. There's no crazy people rushing, wanting to buy everything. It's more chill. I'm like, well, that's not worth the $1,000 price increase. But okay. And the second point, the third point here is there's more stock. Yes and no. And what does this mean? I have to correct you there, Isabelle. And maybe you didn't know this. Well, I'm going to explain it to you now. The stock, my dear, was already there before the price increase. Except the sales associates lied to you that the stock was all of a sudden sold out. Why did they do that? Because upper management told them to wait and sell those bags after the price increase. So lie to your clients, tell them that the bag is not available because, oh, magically, the first day of the new price, the bags are there, and your sales associates start contacting you and saying, oh, the bag arrived. You think Chanel coordinates itself so well that all of their bags arrive on the first day after the prices have gone up? No. This is classic. A day or two before the price increase, they just stop selling those classics. That's it. They wait. They're going to lie to you and tell you, we don't have it. Sorry, we don't have it. But they do have it in stock. They're just not going to sell it to you until the price increases. So what you got to do, if you have such a sales associate that you've been working for years, that you've been working with, sorry, not for, that you have been working with for years, that you kind of trust, I mean, you've spent a lot of money with them. They get a commish every time you buy something. If that sales associate tells you 2 days before the price increase, don't have the bag, and then on the first day of the price increase, or after the prices have increased, contacts you to tell you, oh, now I got the bag in stock, drop that sales associate like a fruit fly. Drop them and never look back. And tell them why you're dropping them. Tell them, hey, you lied to me. I know you did, because this is the type of game a lot of sales associates play. I've been working with you for many years, and this is how you treat me, lying to my face. Because the bag isn't there yesterday when the price was the old price, and today the bag is there. Oh, the shade. No. Let them know. Let them know that you know exactly what game they're. Don't be afraid. They need your money. Don't forget this, guys. These brands need your money to survive. You don't need their freaking bags to survive. The brand needs your money to keep rolling. But somehow, in some sick way, somewhere down the line, they have managed to manipulate us completely into turning into submissive creatures that will do anything they want us to do. They're playing that dominatrix game of, you're not worthy of this anyway. And then you fall into that, I'm going to prove to you that I am. No, I am. I really am. No, I really am. I really am. I really am worthy. I really want to buy this. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Can I please buy it? And like, it's that kind of like, no, I'm not going to give this to you. Oh, please, can I have it? No, it's reverse psychology. And it's come to a point where they can allow themselves, you know, to not care about you as a customer anymore because you're just begging for it all the time. All the time. So you're worried, you feel something is off. Oh, now they offer you the bag the first day that the prices have gone up. But the day before that, that same sales associate told you the bag is not available. And you know something's off, but you're scared of calling them out on their little poker face because you're scared that then in the future, they're not going to, they're not going to be nice to you anymore. They're not going to offer you the special this or the special that. They're not going to want to order something from another boutique for you. So you're going to swallow it, your pride or whatever, and you're going to go with it, and you're going to keep being more and more submissive. And with every step you show them that you're more submissive, they're going to press you even lower. And I have examples, and I have friends writing me about the lies that they have been told by sales associates with receipts and proof. Screenshots, text messages. Guys, anyway, we could make a whole other video about that if you want. Let me know in the comment section down below. Point number 4. Isabelle says that the pros of a price increase is you get a lot pickier about what you want to buy. And I say, yeah, but I also correct you there as well, Isabelle, and I say, you always got to be picky. You should always be picky. Don't let the brand, just because a price increase is imminent and they let you know sneakily, they make it look like they're leaking information to you, but it's all planned and pre-calculated. It's all pre-calculated for them. They're told to tell you that a price increase is coming, and they're told to tell you that they're not allowed to tell you. It's all part of the manipulation. So you should be picky always, not just after a price increase. And actually, I'm going to tell you something more. You should be even more picky when they announce a price increase. My sales associate could not penetrate me. She told me there's a price increase coming, and I was like, I don't care. I don't want to know about it. And well, she backed off. She backed off because she, it was a little kind of, she threw a little, she wanted to fish me. She threw her little thing, her little bait, a little worm. And I was like, I don't want your worm. Thank you. And I didn't desperately start buying everything. And I'm so happy that I didn't. I feel so relieved that I didn't. So it is true that we kind of stop for a minute because like, damn, just yesterday the price was much cheaper. So today I'm not just going to jump on it. I'm not going to go and buy just whatever. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to think things through. I'm not just going to buy frantically. I'm not going to just buy anything because they're telling me there's a price increase coming or a price increase has already happened or this or that or blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to be super, super cautious, super, super thoughtful, blah, 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 blah. But you know you should be always that way. And Isabelle makes a really good example. She says, so funny. She lifts up a little rectangular mini with a handle. And she said, guys, before I even knew about a price increase, I got this little cute bag a couple of weeks ago. And then after I got the bag, I found out that there's going to be a price increase and the highest percentage of price increase is going to happen on the classics. And so that second that I heard that there's going to be a price increase with the highest percentage on the classics, I started thinking to myself, oh my gosh, did I make a mistake by purchasing the rectangular mini with the handle? Should I bring it back and exchange it for a timeless classic, a double flap timeless classic, because that's the one that's going to go mostly up in price? And then very cleverly, thank God she said it in the video, she said, no, but I stopped myself and I thought, no, hold on a minute. Why am I letting this FOMO get to me? because what I really wanted was the rectangular mini with the handle. That's what I really wanted. So why do I all of a sudden want to bring it back and exchange it for the Timeless Classic just because I've heard that the Timeless Classic is going up in price? She realized the game. She made a breakthrough there, and she realized, oh, there's a manipulation going on. And I don't want to fall for that. So she stepped back, hugged her little bag, and said, no, this is the bag I wanted. So it's fine. I'm going to let go of those Timeless Classics. So she said, you get a lot of pickier. That's a pro of a price increase. I'm like, no, that should not be one of the pros of a price increase, becoming a lot pickier about what you buy. You should always be picky about what you buy. You know, and don't let the FOMO get to you. 5.5 says, don't worry about the price markup of the bag you want to buy, because their bags will keep going up in price, and the price you think is too high now will appear as reasonable in a couple months when the next price increase is announced to happen. This is also something connected to FOMO, I guess, because we tend to rationalize the burden we're living under. By the way, I mean, you clicked on this video. This is first world problems. So don't come for me in the comments saying like the world has real problems. Of course it does. We're here for entertainment purposes. So if you clicked on this video with this topic, it means you were interested in this topic. So don't blabber away about the fact that the world is in deeper problems. We all know that. Make a video about that topic on your own channel. Thank you. Now, so don't worry about the price markup of the bag you want to buy, because their bags will keep going up in price, and the price you think is too high now will appear as reasonable in a couple of months when the next price increase is announced to happen. So I say, yes, that is, don't worry about, I mean, this is not a pro of the price increase, but it's one of the points that she highlighted. I also agree, for different reasons, to not worry about the price increase. Like, the price increase does what it does. Okay, it keeps happening and happening and happening. You should buy the bag when you want the bag and you're ready for buying that bag. Period. Don't look back. Don't think about the price it had the year before or 2 years before that. That doesn't matter. The past is gone. You're not the same person you were yesterday. That bag doesn't cost the same amount it cost yesterday. The food you're going to eat today is not the same food you ate yesterday. It's different time. Everything is different. You got to set your priorities at the moment in which you consider buying a product like that. That's it. That's what you got to do. And if you want it in that moment and you got the budget for it in that moment, go for it. Don't think about how much it cost 2 years ago, because that's over. There's no going back. There's no going back. You don't have a time machine. So why eat your guts up about the fact that you missed out on something that you could have gotten to? You didn't get it 2 years ago. So forget about it. It's about the now. So I said, that's all fine and good. But the reality is that the regular client, this is a good one. This is a good one. So anyway, so she said, don't worry about the price increase, right? She said, it's coming anyway every 10 months or every year or twice a year. And it's the price it is. Just don't worry about it. I'm like, hold on, you got to worry about it. Because these bags go up in price 15%, 7 to 15% every time, every half a year to every year. And that's all good and fine. But the clients, the customers that buy these bags, their salaries don't go up 7 to 15% every half a year. So it can't be, that acceptable. Oh, well, whatever, price always goes up. Yeah, well, my salary doesn't. My salary doesn't go up 15% every half a year. So what? Because they're justifying the increase of the price because, the price of labor goes up, the price of raw materials goes up, the price of this and that goes up, salary, blah, blah, blah. Right. No, that's not true, because I asked my sales associate about this price increase. I said, hey, okay, well, whatever, 15% price increase. I don't care. But what I do care about is you. Are you going to get a salary raise? She laughed at me and said, "Are you kidding me?" No. But from time to time, what happens is they reduce my commission percentage because they say, well, now that the bags cost so much more, you're going to earn way more money on commission. So we're going to decrease the percentage of commission you get per bag. Let that sink in, you guys. Who's making all that extra money? The sales associates aren't. The couple of CEOs sitting at the top, pocketing those extra thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions that are flowing in? Yeah, no, this is unfair. So 15% increase 2 times a year in prices, but no increase in our salaries. They are milking you for all you are worth. This is my commentary. Or they're milking you for what you are momentarily worth, because you might change your worth. Your net worth might change as well. Yeah. Right. Then the price increase, the salary increase doesn't happen for the people. Quite the contrary. They decrease the percentage of commission. Isabelle says towards the end of the video that she will continue buying Chanel, in particular Chanel bags, despite the price increase. Now, I have a problem with that because by saying so in a public platform where you have followers and you have people watching you who are who also believe what you're saying, and they kind of are also influenced by what you're saying. I mean, you are in that moment, I hate the word influencer, but you are spreading your gospel. You're sharing with people your beliefs. You believe that you will keep buying Chanel, despite Chanel bags, despite the price increase. By doing so or saying so, you're contributing to the marketing ploy of these brands because you legitimize their criminal price increases. By saying that you're going to keep buying, you're not going to take it too seriously. You're legitimizing these price increases. You're legitimizing their tactics, their games, their manipulations. And you shouldn't be legitimizing that. Something critical should be said about that. By saying that you're going to keep, playing their game, you legitimize the game. And the game is a terrible game. It's made to milk you dry. And I always say this, the money makes the music, you guys. The money makes the music. The brand needs your money. You don't need their bags. But they're making you believe like you got to beg for those bags. And they're making you believe and behave, and they brainwash you to believe that you have to thank them for being allowed to give them your money for bags. You see how sick that is? Money makes the music. I say, if we all stopped, and I said this back in 2017, I stopped buying for a whole year. And I said, if everybody did this, if we all stopped, because all of these bags are not going to go anywhere, okay? You're not going to miss out on much. If we all stopped consequently buying for an entire year, these brands would have no money. And it takes a year because a couple of months they have money put aside. They could survive crises. But if we all stop purchasing for a year, what are they going to do? Bag prices would go down. They would have to reduce them because nobody would be buying. How are they going to survive? Because the 1% of the rich, you best believe, the 1% of the top rich that a lot of you think that they only cater to them, that 1% of the top rich are not going to keep sustaining the brand. If that 1% of the rich keep buying that year and everybody else stops buying, the brand would not be able to survive. They would have to put their prices down. We have the power with our money. If we stop buying, prices stop raising up. They actually might even sink. You just got to be consequent about it and not have the fear of the FOMO. The brands are keeping you locked and chained because they keep making you think that you're going to miss out on something. So you're going to get terrified thinking that your best friend is going to get a bag while you are going to miss out on that bag for that year. But if you and your friend both stick to your guns and stop buying the whole year their freaking bags, and if the whole world did so, the prices would go down. And the bags would still be there the year after that. You wouldn't have missed out on anything. Actually, you have only to gain from not purchasing for a whole year. You have only to gain. You save up money and their prices will go down. And the bags are going to be there for you. And maybe even better quality because they're not going to produce as many anymore because nobody will be buying them. They won't need to overproduce. So there's only to gain from stopping the purchase. Better quality, lower prices. What more do you want? Better quality, lower prices. And for an entire year, you saved money. It's a dream come true. And I don't understand why people don't do it. Why don't we all unite and just do it? What are we afraid of? They're going to miss out on a freaking bag. They're going to make 1,000 billion other bag, the same one in a different colorway. You know they do every season anyway. What are you missing out on? Nothing. You're missing out on the classics. The classics are in production since decades, and they're going to be in production way after we kick the bucket. They will still be making those freaking bags in that same shape. Well, you're not missing out on anything. You're only missing out on your own money by giving it now, by the FOMO of the price increase. Don't underestimate your power, ever. They need you. You do not need them. Those were my thoughts on this video. You know, I hope you've enjoyed it. Isabelle's style. It's a wonderful video. It gave me so many ideas and made me think a lot. And you should all go check out her video as well. So let me read your chats. Orsi says exactly. 100%. Bibi says, the rich don't have to show that they are rich. They don't need a status symbol. Meanwhile, I am out here all logoed up. Bibi, and I read one of my wonderful viewers wrote a comment under one of my videos today. Oh, wait, what did they say? And I said, oh, I gotta snatch this one. The quote, somebody's grandpa or grandma said, and I'm sorry, I don't know now who it was, but if you're the one who said it, write in the comment section down below. Thank you so much. Credit yourself. Somebody said that their grandma or grandpa said, the rich stay rich by looking poor, and the poor stay poor by looking rich. $1 million quote. $1 million quote. Oh, so subtle. Bibi says, they increase the price of what makes them the most money, bags. It's a basic business move. We should show our disagreement by not buying them. Tonya says, my USA sales associate told me 2 days ago they do not get a commission on handbags. I was shocked. They do. They just get a lower commission. They get a much higher commission on apparel because it's harder to sell. Jam says, I wonder what Coco would think of her brand now. Nothing good. And you know what is so funny? A lot of the sales associates in Chanel are taught to think, because they all tell me the same story. They all say that Coco Chanel loved money and she was greedy. And I keep telling them, who's telling you that crap? Of course she loved money. Because money made her life safe. She was a single woman, an orphan. She knew that nobody cared for her. She wasn't a man. She was a woman, orphaned, came from nothing. She knew that the only way that she could be safe in this terrible world was with money. But she was not stingy. She was a patron of the arts, giving money to theaters to produce theater pieces of her poor artist friends that she subsidized. And I always keep telling these sales associates, who's feeding you this crap? She earned money because she was a hard worker. She worked till her dying day. She worked and worked and worked tirelessly. She wasn't this greedy CEO sitting and scratching her balls at her desk or in some swimming pool every day while other people had to suffer and work around it. She worked until her dying day. She deserved every freaking penny that she got. Well, she loved money. No, she was a hard worker, and she managed to build an empire with dignity, moral, hard work, a lot of class, style, and technique, discipline. Unlike many CEOs today who just do nothing and earn everything. So I'm sick and tired of these essays coming to me telling me like, yeah, you know, she was a greedy woman. No, she was not. Anyway, Tasia says some customers will be priced out. always, but that's still not the point of saying like only the rich can afford this stuff. Apples 107 says, I find interesting that Chanel had doubled down on increases in spite of the bad PR they got for the first luxury brand to do one during the lockdown. Yeah, they don't care. They've become so arrogant that they do not care. They think that they'll really think so, that they are in the position of having the customers begging to give them money. So that's why they treat you with like, oh yeah, you're not going to get a freebie, you're not going to get a catalog, you're not going to get you should be so lucky that we even allow you to buy this. Like that's this, not cool. Black Noise says the lockdown move seemed particularly tacky in my opinion, but all of the brands did it. Louis Vuitton had several price increases in the period, so did Dior. I will never buy new Chanel personally, actually mainly because I prefer Holy Grace, because I prefer Karl Lagerfeld. Apples 107, it was never like this before, and during a lockdown, it's insanity. Well, you know, there's also kind of these news that they say, oh, well, they're at a loss because during the lockdown, they didn't earn so much money. So all the hundreds of thousands of, you know, dollars that they would earn a day per boutique, now it's like way less. I'm like, well, these price increases were happening even before the virus and the pandemic hit. So what was their excuse back then? Huh? There is no excuse. Susie Q says, I think the price increases are happening more often than a few years ago. No, it's the same. Twice a year, sometimes once a year if it's a major price increase. Tassia says, were price increases always this bad and frequent? I've only started purchasing luxury in 2019. The big moment when Chanel started upping their prices like a crazy mofo was after the 2013-14 supermarket collection. That's when they catapulted to stratospheric heights. And in fact, a huge, big price increase was in 2015, right after that collection. That was their first price harmonizing across the board with their 20% price increase. And from then, it just went worse and worse and worse. Debbie says, people can talk themselves into anything or allow brands to. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Debbie. MK says, I have become so picky with Chanel bags that I literally stopped buying any new bags since 2019. Can't stand the price increase combined with the decreasing and cheapening quality anymore. Susie Q says, I tried, but they wouldn't let me. That was a lesson learned. Oh, Black Noise says, I can't think of one worthy of Hermes yet. I just want it for decor. I don't know. My CC88 says, remember to buy what you love. Do not rush and buy because of a price increase. It happens every year, or sometimes twice a year. I agree with you. Susie Q says, I bought a bag years ago and then found out a week later that it was on sale. I now ask every sales associate when I'm looking at a bag if the bag will be going on sale. Well, no, Chanel bags don't go on sale, so one problem less. In that respect. My CC88 says, we don't need to prove ourselves to any brand. Well said, my CC88. Good for you. That is exactly the right attitude. That's the right attitude. Apples 107, they should let everyone prepay with the current prices if it's coming back into stock. I asked them about that. They don't do that. They don't do that because they tell you, no, you can buy a voucher. You can't prepay for a product we don't have in stock or that's not out yet. You can buy a voucher, but the voucher is in the bag. So you get a you buy a voucher for $4,000 today when the bag is $4,000, but they don't have the bag. Tomorrow the price increase happens. The bag is $5,000. They get the bag in. Yeah, you're screwed. Why are you screwed? Because you lost $4,000 because you spent it on a voucher. You don't get that money back. And the bag is $1,000 more now. You lost the money and you didn't get the bag. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get the vouchers, you guys. Debbie says, I don't even want new perfume from them. Rather buy used. Well, also because their new perfumes are, watered down. They're classics at least. So it's always better to buy vintage when possible. Jam says, is it just me that's starting to loathe Chanel's antics and only thing keeping me buying is the fragrances and the skincare stuff? It's not just you, Jam. It's everybody's annoyed. Lily Bonfi says they are using classic gaslighting. Yeah. Edu says to Isabelle, Isabelle, you are a danger girl. I know, but it's all fun and games at the end of the day. We love each other always, everybody. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Become a member or patron and get your name listed wonderfully at the end of every video as co-producer of the Fashion Bunker. Also, many other perks apply. Follow me on my Chanel Instagram profiles, one dedicated to my Chanel collection called Coco Chanel is in my house, and one dedicated to the life of Coco Chanel called Coco Chanel Privé. You can also follow me on my main shenanigan Instagram profile called superdacob, all spelled together. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, superdacob, all spelled together there as well. What can I tell you guys? MyCC88 says revolutionary. Let's stop. The last time I bought from the Chanel store was in 2019. I'm telling you, I know it sounds crazy, like revolutionary. What gives? It is revolutionary. Orsi says she was amazing. Coco Chanel was amazing. She was amazing, and they're all trying to, you know, make her sound like something that she was not. By the way, debunked many times over. So, you know, all the allegations, none of them are true. Stephanie says, and what's wrong with loving money anyway? It makes life easier. Exactly. Very well said. It does make life easier, but also, what's wrong with us loving our own money? It makes life easier for us because we get to enjoy life more. It just feels safer. It's like, okay, you know, I feel like I want to order in today. I don't want to cook for myself because I feel like I want to cuddle myself a little. I want to take care of myself. I don't want to do the dishes. You know, and to be able to afford that, to just like those little things in life, just to give yourself a little present a day. You know, I have like delivery service come and eat food, and you feel a little pampered thanks to the money that you invested for the pampering of the food, for example. That means a lot. And it's possible thanks to money. And maybe I prefer to pamper myself 100 times this year rather than for that amount of money, not pamper myself at all and spend all that money in one bag. Like, it's about priorities as well, you know. Money opens different doors, but you gotta focus on your priorities. What does it mean to you? What is important to you? Don't let the brand decide for you through FOMO pressure what is important for you. You decide what's important for you, and you go to them to buy what you want. You don't wait for them to come to you to tell you, now it's time for you to buy this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video. Thumb it up. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye.